Alright guys, so this is DJ, and I'm bringing you a Tormented Demons guide. Basically you want to start off in Lumbridge, the gear up, the inventory, the familiars, that'll all be set up in the description box. Alright, so basically you start off in Lumbridge, you go through the basement, behind the picture wall, and through the tunnels. Once you get to This is also a shortcut to the Tears of Gothics, actually. If you're not ready to do this quest or haven't done it, this is actually a shortcut. If you go behind the wall, you can actually go through and hop. You don't have to have a Slayer mask or nothing because there's no cave, whatever they are called. Anyway, so you get into this room and you use your blue light and you use it on one of those fucking blue balls. Yeah, I'll call them blue balls, even though that sounds really gay. Anyways, so you go into the chasm, and as you guys could see, I'm in how to play RS space CC. Um, alright, so once you get down, you run to the south and back to where you were during the quest and up the wall. And once you get up to the top, go into the thing. I'm gonna pause this real quick and let my energy get back a little bit. But basically, you just follow the path. Pretty simple. Alright, so right here, you're gonna want to pot up Sarah Brew first, Super Restore, Range Pot, Attack Pot, Strength Pot. Drop your Sapphire Lantern, and alright, since these will always start off with Magic Attack, you want to Pro Mage for the start of it. And you run up through the north to the east, and you want to get behind this rock right here. As you can see, somebody's been here, and they're both using range attacks and proing range. So, ah, shit. As you can see, I got all three of them right here. Um, so basically, you're gonna want to kind of run out to the side of this a little bit, and then run over to back to the east, I think it is. And you want to get behind this rock, and it'll actually move them over there. Or actually, sorry, it was to the west. All right. So now that you have that one over there, it's pretty much you're pretty much screwed. You can't get on the one without getting on the other one. So you're gonna want to run back to the east a little bit and lure those first two out of there because you're gonna want to kill the one to the west. So as you can see, they both ran to the north, and now you're gonna want to go back to the west. Yes, I know this is really confusing, but once you get situated, you're pretty much set. So basically, you're gonna wanna pro range because it was using a range attack last, and hide behind this rock right here, and it'll walk over towards you, and then quickly run back so that the other ones don't follow you. Alright, you want to stand right here, the right behind this wall right here. Um, Once you're already potted up and everything, you want to get your melee ready. Once it's proing range, come out once you know what its prayer is, and just start whacking it with your dark light. Guys, you have to have Dark Light. It's a must. It takes out their shield. The only damage that you can do without Dark Light is like fives. You'll like never kill these things hitting fives. Alright, so it's obvious it does switch attacks, and as you can see I got hit for a 22 there. It happens, don't panic or nothing. Just use up your familiar, or use a shark if you have a tortoise. Like I said, I'll put up a guide for the tortoise as well. Um, alright, so as you can see now, it's using pro range, so you pull out your melee weapon, kind of beat the shit out of it a little bit. I was going to use a spec, but no point in using an SGS spec when I'm at 99 HP. So get ready to use pro mage. There it is. And also, it's gonna melee. Melee isn't as often, and its melee is also pretty tankable. It doesn't usually hit with melee, so you don't have to fear for that one so much. But mage and range destroy. You don't need to use Eagle Eye, you don't need to use Piety. I like to use Piety for my specs, and sometimes I use it with my GS if I'm just, wanting to. So, alright, basically, its shield comes back, so you want to pull back out your Dark Light when it's proing range, and you want to hit it and get its shield down. So, there it goes. Alright, as you can see, it does when it stands back like that and goes like roar, it's doing like a mage attack and it's obvious, So you want to pro mage and whatever the other attack it's gonna do, you gotta switch to it right away. As you saw, it did a mage attack. Oh, there's a nice fucking 50 for you. But as you can see, it did a mage gasm is what I call it. It's called a mage gasm, and it did a melee strike. So I pro meleeed right after. All right, here's where I'm gonna use my second spec, and it's a pretty successful spec. So those were both pretty successful specs. But as you can see, I'm still getting torn up. So basically, you want to rely on your unicorn. And as you can see, I only got 50 out of 60 points, and I like to use it when it's either just recharged or when it's full. So I'm gonna just save it and just try to KO it. Alright, just mage, so pro mage, and get ready for melee. Um, they're not too hard to kill. Inventory is pretty simple, If you're using a unicorn or a titan or something, you want to bring scrolls for it, obviously. As you can see, you get, some charms. This is coming in with me at a half kill of it already. Um, as you can see, I got ready to use a spec, but I didn't. Their charms, they drop 3 charms every time, so it's pretty good, especially because they drop a lot of blue charms and crimson charms. So 3 at a time, it's pretty useful. Um, but yeah, this is pretty much the guide. Um, so make sure you subscribe to How to Play RuneScape, and also subscribe to my channel. My channel will be in the description. There's a nice little 41 spec for you guys. And yeah, I mean, they do drop declaws. It's not as often as everyone would like, but if they did, then they'd be too cheap. So make sure you click that big yellow button up in the top right, and make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. Thanks, guys. Pretty much, yeah. This one's pretty much dead. I'm just gonna show you guys the drop. As you can see, sometimes the other ones get on you. Just gotta try to handle it. They're both maging, so you're gonna want to pro mage. I'm trying to just run out and kill it. I'm trying to be like a fucking Hercules or something. So, anyways, there, it's dead. Alright, have a good night, guys, and thanks for watching. See you in the next vid.